Hey folks, Bill Armstrong here. Thought we would do a quick online uh, tutorial, if you will, of the Pearson site and the materials I'm using for your college algebra class this semester. Once you go to the Pearson site and use the the access code that came with your materials, and you get registered at Pearson, and you uh, make sure you always remember the password that you create. And you get logged in. You should see a link to this course, Math 1650, College Algebra Online, Spring 2014, Professor Bill Armstrong. And when you go to, when you log on and you've clicked on this you should see something like this. So I thought what we'd do is I would run you through some of the features of this product. So when you log on, in this area here, uh, this is where you will find the weekly announcements. Every Sunday morning, about 7 a.m., I will post announcements for the upcoming week. I already have posted here the week one announcements, and for the week one announcements, there's a special bullet item here that we'll go over in a minute, but there's stuff that you will need to print out. But most weeks, what you will see weekly announcement wise is starts here and comes on down. So here it says week one announcements. It tells you the week. Tells you what sections from the e-text that you should read. Then down here I have ebook homework to practice exercises for each of the sections, which ones you should try, and where they start on the ebook screen. And then at the end of the weekly announcements each week, I will have due dates and notes. So you notice online quiz 1 will be in the online quiz area. A reminder on that, and a reminder that you have till Sunday, January 19th at 11:55 p.m. To complete the online quiz 1. So then on Sunday, January 26th at 7 a.m., I will post the week 2 announcements. And it would look similar to this, except here it would say week 2 and what sections you should be looking at. But this is what you will see each week, and I will always have the weekly announcements up there for you. Let's look at this area over here to the left. And let's start with what I've mentioned here, these 5 things that you will find in the course information area. This also will have been in other documents that I've sent you. So hopefully this isn't too new, but if it is, if you click on the course information area, you will see here things that I need you to print out and to have in hand. I'm not going to click on each one of these because you're all able to do that. The first one is your online orientation. So you should print that out. The course syllabus. You should most definitely print out the course syllabus, and it has some information about myself at the beginning, like where my office is, my office phone number, my office hours. Feel free to stop by if you have any questions at any point in time. Stop by during those office hours. That's why I'm there. And you'll scroll through this and you'll see other items typical of a syllabus that would be in a traditional course. Point distributions and how your grades will be determined. But again, print this out, and you'll have the syllabus in hand. Academic calendar. I've mentioned that you should print that out as well. The academic calendar, probably pretty important piece of information to have. It's a week-by-week breakdown with deadline dates on it. Like you'll see here, the deadline dates for the quizzes, deadline for tests, spring break. But this is a pretty important document for you to have. Even though each week in my weekly announcements, I will mention in the weekly announcements which sections are being covered, when the deadline for the quiz would be, stuff like that. It's nice to have a copy, a hard copy of the academic calendar. So I strongly encourage you to print this out and have it on hand. The next is the protocol for sending email. I have a lot of students, folks, so this is going to help you and definitely help me for communication via email. First off, make sure you have my correct email address. Here it is, right here, W. Armstrong. It should be at lakelandcc.edu. It's too bad I have a typo there, but I think everyone knows there's an at in there. Try to use your Lakeland email account. Please identify yourself. This is kind of an important part that sometimes gets overlooked. So if you could, just start your email with a sentence such as, I am June Johnson and I'm a student in your Math 1650 College Algebra online course. Just that sentence to start off would be phenomenal. And then I'll let you read through the rest of the protocol for sending email. But those are the highlights of the protocol for sending email. So feel free to print that out as well. In this link here, if you click on it, what you will see is I have a list of every section. Right here, I'll click on it. For the sections, the homework problems that you should be trying. So feel free to print that out. In fact, I would definitely print this out. It's nice to have on hand. This would be answers, the SSM, that would be answers to all the homework to practice exercises. I don't know if I would print this out necessarily because if you look up here, you'll see this document is 33 pages long. But you know where the answers are. So be aware. This is where you'll find the answers for those practice exercises. And I think that's pretty much everything in the course information area. So to recap, you have some documents here that I strongly recommend you print out. The orientation, syllabus, calendar, protocol for sending email, and then in this link, I strongly encourage you to print out the homework to practice exercises. So that's everything in the course information. Let's see what's in the class handouts area. Class handouts, that's where I'm going to put, probably the most important thing that I will put there will be preparation folders for the tests. And I already have in here the Test 1 preparation folder, so I could show you what you will expect to see. So when, a week or so before the deadline for Test 1, or for any test, I should say, I will put a preparation folder in the class handouts area. And let's see what's in the Test 1 preparation folder to help you get ready for a test. Well, first off, I will have for you a study guide. So if I click on that, oh boy, a lot of stuff here for you to look at to get ready for the test. So you might want to print out the study guides that you would see. And then I will also give you a sample test. And it just gives you a good idea of what to expect to see on the test. So those are two things that you will definitely see in your preparation folder for tests. So, and again, you would see this information in a weekly announcement. Weekly announcements are where I convey to you what you should be doing for that given week and important information. Course documents, don't think I have anything in the course documents area. Read the ebook. I'm going to skip that and come back to it because we got a lot of good stuff to look at there. This tab here, this is where you'll find your quizzes. As you can see, the quizzes are already, they're all deployed, ready for you to take. Here you'll see the deadline date for each of the quizzes. So quiz 3 has a deadline date of February 2nd. And then notice over here you get 3 attempts to take each quiz. So when you're ready to take a quiz, you'll come to the online quizzes area and you'll just click and you'll be ready to go. Down here at the bottom, by the way, these are quizzes that will be computed in your final grade. At the bottom here, these are items from the publisher, sample tests and quizzes. Notice sample tests and quizzes can be taken for practice, but they will not affect your final grade. I decided to leave these here for you in case someone would find them beneficial. Feel free to look at them, but they're not going to count for your grade. So that's the online quiz area. Helpful tools. In the helpful tools area, notice in the helpful tools there is another link to the answer section. Remember I had that in another area as well. So there are 2 areas that you can find answers to the exercises. And then, there are little items up here like how do I enter answers, just like a primer. I believe this Math Tutor Center, I think that would cost you money. But there's also an area in here called Tools for Success. If I click on that, that's got an algebra review card, a graphing calculator tutorial. I don't know, someone may find that beneficial. Let's see, Gradebook, well, that'll be self-explanatory. See your grades. Communication, yeah, boy, a lot of good stuff there. I mean, discussion board would be really important for a non-math class. We will not be using that. Tools, a lot of this would just be if you would find it useful. I really don't use anything in here. Study plan. Study plan is something I decided to keep active for you. This is completely optional. You do not have to do this. I have provided for you the blueprints already for how to proceed through the course with the documents I've already shown you. I will also keep you on track with weekly announcements. The study plan area, this is just if you wanted to get maybe a little bit more help on stuff. So let me show you what's happening here in the study plan. If I come here and I say, let's view all chapters. Let's go to chapter 1, and I'm just going to pick complex numbers. Pretend I'm in section 1.3, looking at complex numbers. Well, it looks like I could actually do different things here, but I could come up here and I could click on Quiz Me. Boy, let's see. I could pick an objective. I forgot to pick an objective first. Let's say I needed to make sure that I really know how to add and subtract complex numbers. And if I do that and I click Quiz Me, let's say I've already looked at how to enter answers, and I click on I am ready to start. Up pops a question. 10 minus 4i minus 5 plus I. And notice I follow my directions here. Simplify and type my answer in the form a plus bi. So I'm going to type the answer as 5 minus 5i. And let me go to the next question. All right, now it says find the desired sum. And notice up here it's telling me that I've done 2 of 4, question 2 of 4. There are 4 questions. So let's say here it says simplify your answer, type an exact answer using radicals as needed. Boy, so let's say that I'm going to say it's a 3 square root 5 And I'll leave it at that. Let's go to the next question. Question 3 of 4. Uh, Boy, let's say I want to say this one is, let me put in an answer that's wrong. 15 minus 2i. I know that is wrong. Let's see what ends up happening here. And then here, 7 minus 8i plus 10i. So I'll say that's a 17 plus 2i. Now I'm going to submit the quiz. And the check marks, ooh, I got 3 of them right. Well, there's the one that I said that I got wrong. I knew I got it wrong. It told me I have a 75%. Let's see what happens when I click on that question. And I click on it, and it's saying that I'm wrong on it. It says roll your mouse over the red indicators to see incorrect answers. Well, I already know. It says I answered, oh, look at that. I answered 15 minus 2i. The correct answer should have been negative 15 plus 6i. So as you can see in the study plan, it shows you the correct answer. Remember I said I was going to intentionally type an incorrect answer. And when I roll over, it does show me, when I mouse over, it shows me what my answer was. So I'm going to close this. And I'm going to close this because that's the study plan area of, that was the study plan area of the main page. Yeah, again, I debated whether to leave that open and available to you, but I thought if there's some student out there that would like to do or would like to look at it, would like to have extra little quizzes along the way, you do not have to use that. Again, everything else is laid out for you. Finally, let's look at the Multimedia Library here. This is just, if you wanted to, say come into, chapter 1, the section we were just on, 1-3, and you wanted to see what multimedia items were available. There's the textbook, and there will be different videos as well, and a PowerPoint. So that's what the Multimedia Library is. But the Multimedia Library is all going to be a subset of what we can find in the heart and soul of the course, the ebook. So I just clicked on let's read the ebook, and it's going to open up it up in a new window for me. And this is how you will go through learning the material. So it seemed like week 1, section 1-1 was a section. So I come over here and I click on chapter 1. I'm going to click on 1-1 linear equations. And in here, this is my ebook that is open. The lower right hand corner, it's telling me this is chapter 1, section 1, page 1, 1.1-1, and it has the page up here as well. This is how I will navigate through to go to the next page. I just click there. It tells me the objectives. If I wanted to just go to an objective, I could click here. But I'm just going to go through page by page. And so here we are. This is the part that looks kind of like a traditional textbook. There's some reading. There is something here. It looks like there's a link. And you can see it's going to be the definition of what an algebraic expression is. So if I click on that, a little box will pop up reminding me of what an algebraic expression is. Okay, I'll close that. And then there are different types of videos, so I thought I would show you some of these different types of videos. Here it says, watch this interactive video to determine if equations are linear or nonlinear, or click here to see an example. Let's look at this interactive video, and we'll see later on here in a little bit what is different between an interactive video and just a regular video. In short, an interactive video is going to be a video that you interact with, that you're going to watch and answer some questions.
Which of the following is not a linear equation? Click on the equation which you think is not a linear equation.
So you see this is an interactive video. It's asking me to click on an equation of, of an equation that I think is not linear. So I know for this one, I know this is not linear. So I'm going to click on that to see what the interactive video does.
Very good. This equation is not a linear equation. Now remember, every linear equation can be written of the form ax plus b is equal to 0, where a is non-zero. Now take a look.
Okay, I just paused it. So you see I clicked on the correct answer and it told me very good, and it's doing a little bit more than that. It's going to be reaffirming with me why my answer was correct. And then notice down here in this area right here, let me highlight that like that. It's kind of like it's a transcript of what the author of the book is actually saying. But that shows you what happens if you answer it correctly. Now I'm going to go back and let's see what happens if I answer one incorrectly. So it says, which of the following is not a linear equation? Well, I know this is linear, but let's see what happens if I answer incorrectly to one of these interactive videos. Here goes.
Actually, this is a linear equation, and let's take a look to see why. First of all, our equation consists of constants and variables raised to the first power. Our variable is x, and in both cases our x is raised to the first power. So this is a linear equation. Now let's see if we can rewrite in the form of ax plus b is equal to 0, where a is non-zero. Any linear equation can be manipulated and put into this form. So let's see if we can do that. So if I subtract pi x from both sides,
I'm going to pause it there because I hope you have a feel for what an interactive video is. It's going to ask you to interact with it, hence the name interactive video. And then if you answer correctly or incorrectly, there's a little bit of instruction that comes with it. Wonderful feature of this product are these interactive videos. If I clicked here, this is just an actual example. So it's like a traditional textbook example. And then this is another icon for the interactive video. It's the same as what we just saw here. And then here's a you try it feature. So as I'm reading through, if I have an idea, I've looked at the interactive video and it's like, yeah, I think I know what what distinguishes linear from nonlinear. I could click on this and try some exercises real quick. At this point in time, I could just practice if I really do know this. So it says determine whether the given equation is linear or nonlinear. So I look at it, I do some work, and I say, yes, this equation is linear. Check my answer. I'm off to a good start. Do I want to try another one? If so, I click on similar exercise. And let's say for this one, it's like, oh boy, is it linear? Is it nonlinear? Oh boy, what is it? I could come over here and I could click on help me solve this. So let's see, help me solve this. It's got a little review here. A, B, real numbers. A is not 0. I could click on continue, and then it's saying, is this equation of this form? Yes, I do believe it is. So I'll say yes. Check my answer. Okay, I got that part correct. And then it says compare the equation I was given, and it's asking me, is square root 3 a real number? Well, yes, it is. So far, so good. Is b a real number? Well, b is negative 14. Yeah, that's a real number. Let me check. Yes. And then, so therefore, the equation, well, it looks like it satisfied all the conditions, so it is a linear equation. So this, I'm going to close this. So when you're given a problem, this help me solve this is a wonderful feature. If you're absolutely stuck, you don't know what to do. Now I wouldn't come in here and just start clicking this all the time. I mean, treat this as a tool. Let me close that. So that's the you try it feature. Let me turn the page. Looks like this would be a definition of what coefficients are. Uh, so again, this is kind of it's an interactive ebook that as you're reading, you could say, well, do I remember what the distributive property is? You know, click here to check. Um, but I'm gonna scroll through to see if there's something new that comes out. Here's another you try it. Um, this this is just the video icon. Um, this is different than an interactive video that I just showed you a couple of minutes ago. This is a video that you just watch, and it's showing you how to solve this example. So if we watch this video,
In this video, we're going to learn how to solve linear equations involving fractions. Here we have a linear equation. We know that it's linear because our variables all have a power of 1, and they all appear in the numerators. Now, to solve a linear equation involving fractions, the first thing that you have to do is find the lowest common denominator, or the LCD. Now, in this case, the lowest common denominator is 6, because 6 is the smallest number that both 3 and 2 will both divide into. So what we want to do is...
all right, so I just wanted to show you what a video was and how it differed from an interactive video. This video is showing you how to solve from your book here, your ebook, example 3. And it's the author of the book who's working through the solution. So kind of like what you would see here in a traditional solution set, you're actually watching him solve it here. Kind of like what you would expect to see in the classroom. Um, so that's a video. Different than an interactive video, but videos and interactive videos, I think those are wonderful features of the book. And I'm going to see if there's anything new. It says watch this video. So here's a video to see this problem solved in its entirety. So that's another video that would show you the solution to this example. Look, here's another you try it. And I'm just going to try to keep chugging along here to get to the end of the section so I can show you the homework. And here's the homework. So, back here, let me go back real quick. In the course information, the ebook practice exercises. This is something I told you to print out, the homework to practice exercises. Section 1.1, they start on screen 1.1-15, and I said to do 1 through 21 odd. So if we go to our ebook, we're on page 1.1-15, and you're supposed to do 1 through 21 odd. So, these are the homework problems that I'm asking you to do. And remember, when you do these, if you want to know if your answers are correct, so say you do number 1, you have an answer, you want to know if it's correct. Well, here's your solution manual. So you would, let's see, what, look at that. Here are the answers for section 1.1.1. So hopefully you said that's linear. Number 3, hopefully you said that's linear. But those are your where the exercises are, and then probably when if I'm in this class and I'm doing the exercises, I would probably have that solution manual just open as a separate tab, so I could click over and see if I'm getting the answers correct. But that's me. Then if you click here, you see the rest of the exercises. And then if one more click, you'll see we're into section 1.2. So to recap, your ebook is right here under the Read the eBook tab. And it has wonderful features. It has videos, it has interactive videos, just wonderful things for you to learn the material. And for this reason, that's why I say everything is laid out for you to learn the material. That while there was neat stuff we saw here in your study plan, that that's just something that if you wanted to do more stuff, with the study plan. That I think what I've laid out for you and just following the ebook, and then do the try it yourself exercises, and then do the homework problems. That should be more than enough, hopefully, for you to learn the material. Um, so that's pretty much it. That's a quick overview of what you can expect at this site, something that you'll be using to learn the material. Again, when you log in, you'll see current week announcements. I will post new week announcements on Sunday at 7 a.m. Hopefully, you found this very brief, um, orientation, if you will, for the companion website to be beneficial. Um, if you have any questions, send me an email. Good luck, and thanks for watching.